Well, as you guys know, if you've been following what we've been doing on the YouTube channel, I've been going through a lot of old photo bins and finding pictures of people that I say, man, I got to talk to this guy. It's been so long, and this is one of the guys right now. Glenn Styres, if you've been up to Ohsweken Speedway, you know him very well. He's been doing a lot of things lately. Was big into sprint car racing a few years ago, but he's doing a lot of different stuff right now. So let's head up to Six Nations Indian Reserve. And again, we only have 10 minutes to talk to Glenn. I could probably talk to him for an hour. I think that's about how long we talked before I hit the record button. Glenn, how the heck are you, man?
I'm doing 100%. Just sitting here watching TV.
What are we watching? Just out of curiosity. Watching some racing at
I'm
least?
watching. It's an old series about Dale Sr., just how he got into racing and how he's up and coming.
Nice. All right, I'll have to check that out sometime. Boy, and again, we're going to stick pretty much in this interview to what's going on right now, and then we're going to do some others along the way that are going to go back and into the future as well. I understand you got involved with the Pinty's NASCAR series this year.
Yes, I did. Bought myself a road course car and oval car. And how that come about is we booked Pinty's NASCAR race because they wanted to have a dirt race at Ohsweken. And I asked how we could promote it, and they suggested I start running the Pinty series. So I ordered 2 cars, truck, trailer, and away we went.
You told me a lot about it beforehand. Sounds like we had a lot of. Well, you tell me the word to describe it.
You know what? It's I'm not even sure how to describe it, but I got a attitude adjustment, let's say. I thought I was going to jump in it and wheel it, and boy, was I wrong.
We also told me you had a lot of parts problems, right? Like a parts breakages and stuff?
Yeah, battery not charging, faulty, just transmission braking, rear end braking, axles braking, just a constant barrage of things breaking that would take. It's stuff that you just can't fix. And built 2 brand new cars, so we didn't have a lot of spare parts. So if we broke, we were parked. And what happened is a lot of the new parts that we put on the car were different than what the teams normally run. So we couldn't just go and take parts off of another car and get it to run.
How about on the track?
On the track, we were hot and cold. We, learning how to. So in a sprint car, it's the harder you drive, the better it runs. Mm-hmm. On these asphalt cars, it's finesse. You got to be so smooth. I say it's like driving a taxi. The cars are heavy. They don't slow down good. They don't really turn good. And these cars are heavy. They're really hard to get hooked up. And I didn't give good feedback to my crew guys. So I pretty much just struggled, and I took it as a learning curve. And hopefully, after doing some races in the U.S. and New Smyrna and stuff, I'm hoping to have a better start at these tracks. And I bought a Pro Late model so that I could run as many asphalt tracks as possible that the Pinty's cars run at, just so I can get some lap times and speed and used to the track and getting comfortable. So the yellow tape is coming off this year, so I'm going to be in good shape.
I've talked to a lot of other people who have gone that way, gone from either sprint cars or something else. Like asphalt modifieds are different, a super modified, but they say the big stock cars, some of those habits you develop in dirt can really hurt you.
Yeah, they just don't turn good. Like you get a sprint car, you can turn on a dime, you can avoid crashes, you can really maneuver those cars real easy. You get yourself in a heavy-duty asphalt car and somebody drops oil or something, you're going for a ride.
Yeah, because you're right on the edge of the grip of the tires and everything, right? So all it takes is one variable,
yes.
And you're gone.
Yes.
Did the Snowball Derby, and that didn't go well either, huh?
No, we had we played again with problems. From what I was told, the tires they're behind on tires, so the tires don't cure. I guess they need 3 months or something. And these tires were fresh, So they wore out fast, and the rubber would build up inside the car, and a big chunk of rubber landed on the headers, caught fire quick.
Oh, no.
And my fire extinguisher was jammed. I couldn't get the pin released. So yeah, it was a disaster that I couldn't avoid.
I heard a lot of similar things about the tire curing from my asphalt friends up at Ohsweken. We're going to jump around, like I said, because I only got about 4 minutes left here with Glenn. You're going to be racing here in just a little bit, aren't you? Chili Bowl.
Yes, we're getting geared up for the Chili Bowl. I'm teamed up with Kyle Cummins and J.J. Yaley.
Big team.
So we're going to head down, and we got a few extra drivers. So I think I got 6 cars going down there this year, which is pretty good. We got some good drivers.
Not your first time at the Chili Bowl either, you told me.
No, I ran there several times, and the closest I come to making the A main was I was running third. I was taking the lead, and what was happening was my throttle was sticking. So I went into the corner, come out of the corner, front end come up, and I tried to lift off the throttle, and it stuck. And I hit the wall, and yeah, my night was done. But I would have started on the front row of A main, and yeah, it was close. I never got that lucky again to be up there, but I think I got a good chance this time. I got a lot of practice. I got a lot of laps. I'm pretty confident. I got a good crew guy. Kyle Cummins shook my car down, and it's fast.
Going to have a 0 on it like usual?
Yes, he was in DeCoins, and he set fast time. I don't know if you know Kyle Cummins, but
I've heard the name.
The last 2 years, he out of 400 cars, he had fast time with the midget. So yeah.
Well, we'll be watching, and again, that'll be coming up soon, guys. So make sure to look for Glenn and a lot of our other friends here from the dirt car world as they take that over. Ohsweken Speedway, this is where we're going now, Glenn. 2 years off. You did get back this past year. How did it go?
It was fantastic. Probably the highlight of the year was the Pinty's NASCAR race. It was a sellout crowd.
Nice.
A lot of the asphalt guys were not too fond of coming to the dirt.
I'll bet they weren't.
when they left, they were extremely shocked and impressed of the facility and the way everything went, and they can't wait to come back.
Of course, if you haven't been to the facility in a while, you told me that you took advantage of that time to make some changes. How is it different than it was?
Well, as soon as COVID started, all this stuff, I built VIP suites. I paved all of the pits. We redid the go-kart track and the big track. Like everything's pretty much paved to the track. So really able to keep the dust down in the pits, and definitely come a long ways.
Got just a little over a minute left. Told me there was something with the banking on the straightaways that you wanted to change, and maybe you went too far.
Yeah.
How did you phrase it?
Yes, we dug the whole track down 3 feet all the way around, and on the straightaways we went down 5 feet. So we got a lot more banking down the straightaways, and my whole goal was to keep guys off of the walls. A lot of guys were hitting the wall and flipping down the back straight. So I'm predicting I'm going to get them off the wall about 3 or 4 feet, which is going to be really, really good. And we're going to save some hardware and prevent guys from wrecking cars and keep them racing.
Only a few seconds left. Is the schedule out yet, or will it be out soon for Ohsweken Speedway?
It's coming out soon. We're just waiting for the Pinty's NASCAR to come out, and then we're going to release ours.
All right. Well, man, great catching up with you, seriously. And we're going to do a bunch of these. So I'll be getting back in touch with Glenn over the next few months leading up to the season. Obviously, we'll talk after the Chili Bowl and, of course, a lot of other things. But Glenn, just on a personal note, helped me through something a few years ago, and I really appreciate you for that. And I'm so glad things are going well, and I can't wait to talk to you again soon.
Right on. Glad to be there for you, and chat soon.
Yeah, hit the blue E, guys, turn on the likes, the notifications, all that stuff. And we'll have a lot more stuff coming up as we're going to be using the studio a lot more here over the next few years.